Okay. I was just setting this up. Why was it taking my inputs? I don't know. Wait, is this even the right day? I don't know which one it loaded into. Oh, I guess it is. Okay. I didn't expect that, but whatever, I guess. I feel the white sunlight upon me. There might be a draft. I feel a cold wind and slowly wake up. It's the shed. I pick my body up and shake my sleepy head. I see I fell asleep here yesterday. After yesterday's routine, after the training to create another sensation within me, I must have been too lazy to return to my room. It must still be before 6. Damn, I should prepare breakfast. Daisy. That's Tuesday, okay. I fold up the blanket and straighten up the things I failed to strengthen yesterday and head back to the house to wash my face. Okay. It's cold. When I leave the shed, it's really cold outside. Fuyuki City is warm during the winter, but the top of the mountain on this side has the chill of a normal winter. Oh, there's some frost. I should do something about the lawn soon. The sound of breaking ice. There's frost on the ground and footsteps are formed as I walk. Hmm. So, I wash my face with freezing water and pull myself together. Alright, I'm all wide awake now. Now that I'm awake, all the things I don't want to think about, like the situation I'm in, come straight to my mind. Oh yeah, I should be washing my face so calmly. It's 5 to 6. There are tons of things I have to do, but I should return to my room and check on Saber first. Yeah, I guess I left the room without saying anything, so I should explain things to her. I'll be troubled if Saber misunderstands things. It's my daily routine to go out to the shed at night, so she should understand if I explain it. After explaining things to Saber, I should make breakfast. It seems Tosaka won't be eating, so I should just add Saber's share. Oh, in that case, I should go and buy more ingredients for the additional people. I should know that before I forget. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. Yeah, other people are gonna come to your house. What could it be? It feels like I'm forgetting something really important. Yeah, it's 6. I have to hurry. Well, make it. Well, if I can't remember, it can't be anything important. Saber here? I quietly opened the door. The room is just like it was yesterday. There's no sign of Saber waking up in the middle of the night and searching this room. I guess she didn't realize I escaped the room last night. That's kind of a letdown. I thought Saber might notice. Or did she need sleep so much that she couldn't notice? I see. That must be what she meant when she said she needs to sleep frequently. She's sleeping as close to me as she can, so she came to me in case something bad happened. Something does happen. Either way, it won't make much difference where I go if it's within the house. I can check the intruders from the boundary field. I should be able to protect myself for a minute with that, and Saber should be able to come save me in a minute, whenever I may be in this house. That's right, and if it's the shed, there'll be plenty of places to hide. Anyway, I shouldn't be scolded for what I did last night. I was considering explaining this to Saber, but it seems there's no need for that. And I don't think I should wake her up either if she's sleeping. I don't know if she's sleeping, but okay. She could be outside searching for you. Saber, I'm going to prepare breakfast. I'll prepare some for you, but you don't have to get up if you're tired. I'll come get you later, so rest until then. I call out to her and quietly leave the room. Alright. There's no one in the living room. Really? I open the refrigerator and consider what I should make for breakfast. Why is no one here? I'm really confused. Why aren't those two people here? Did they say they're gonna leave forever? I thought that girl said she's gonna leave for one day, and the teacher didn't say she was gonna leave. And then, morning, you're pretty early. Oh, it's Tosaka. Hello. Still putting your hand over your face. Okay. Tosaka comes in looking like she's in a really bad mood. Tosaka, what? Did something happen? Nothing, I'm always like this in the mornings, so don't worry. Okay. You're faded. Tosaka crosses the living room like a ghost. Makes sense. Hey, are you alright? You don't look alright. I'm telling you, don't worry. I'll wake up when I wash my face. Huh? How did I get to the bathroom from here? You can take that hallway. There's a bathroom in the hallway by the entrance if you're going to wash your face. Oh yeah, there was one there, wasn't there? I'm not sure how much you heard, but Tosaka waves her hand and leaves. And then, just as Tosaka disappears into the hallway, I hear a bell informing me of a visitor. Shiro, someone's here. I hear Tosaka's voice from the hallway. Oh, don't worry about it. Only my friends come at this time. It'll be Sakura arriving at this time. Sakura has a spare key, so I shouldn't need to go to the door. Gee, she never listens, even though I keep telling her she doesn't need to ring the bell. Sakura's like a member of the family, so she can come in when she wants, but she's polite and she only comes in after saying excuse me. That must be one of Sakura's good points, but if she's considerate all the time, she'll... Hold on. Sakura is at my house? I run through the hallway, scolding myself. Well, my stupidity comes later. I have to get to the entrance and make her go home before she sees Tosaka. Haha. Why? I reach the entrance out of breath. But it's too late. There. Is Tosaka greeting the guest even though I didn't ask her to? Huh? And Sakura's just standing there surprised. Tosaka is at the door and Sakura's at the door and Tosaka's in the hallway. With an indescribable tension, the two of them look at each other. Good morning, Moto-san. Are you surprised to see me here? Tosaka asks as if looking down on Sakura from the hallway. Sakura. Tosaka-senpai. Her face asks why. Sakura looks up at Tosaka with fear in her eyes. Damn it. I can't call out to them. They are ignoring me and staring at each other. There's no room for me to say anything. What I can do is think how to explain things to Sakura, but before I can think of a good explanation. Senpai, what is this? Sakura looks at me as if asking for help. Yeah, well, it's a long story. It's not long, I'm just staying over here. Clearly, she cuts off my sentence and just states the point. Senpai, is that true? The short answer is yes, our circumstances, so I have her staying here now. Sorry, I forgot to tell you and surprised you. Please don't apologize, Senpai. I was certainly surprised, but that's fine. But what you said, you really... Yes, this is what Shiro and I have decided. The head of that household, Shiro, decided, so that's how it is. You understand what this means, right? Mato-san? I don't think I've seen this portrait before. Understand what? It seems you have been taking care of Shiro up until now, but this means he doesn't need that anymore. It'll be a bother if you come here, and it's for your sake not to come here. Sakura looks down and falls silent. After a brief moment of silence, suddenly... I don't understand. Sakura states so clear in a small voice. Uh-huh. I said I don't have no idea what Tosaka-senpai is talking about. Hey, Sakura? Excuse me, senpai, I'll be using the kitchen. Sakura enters the house with a bow and goes into the living room, ignoring Tosaka. What? Tosaka is standing there, astonished. The same goes for me, too. This is the first time I've seen Sakura act like that, so I don't know what to say. Now that is surprising, but something else was unexpected, too. What? Hey, Tosaka, how did you know Sakura was coming over to my house? I don't remember telling you about it. Huh? Oh, I heard about it before somewhere. It's just a coincidence. But I'm surprised. Is she always so energetic here? She's totally different from when she's at school. It must have been really unexpected as Tosaka says this with disappointment. That must mean Tosaka knows Sakura pretty well. Sakura seems to have known Tosaka, so they must have had a friendship I didn't know about. They're part of the archery club. Well, that aside, now I'm surprised as well. That's the first time I've seen Sakura be so snappy. She's just the way she is at school when she comes to help me around here. I'll say this is a special case. I see. This is bad. I never knew Sakura was so stubborn. I should have let you explain things. She's right. You should have let me explain things. I wouldn't have been able to explain things better than the merciless I would have. The merciless Tosaka. Well, what's done is done, but what's bad about it? Of course it's bad. This place might turn into a battlefield. I warned Sakura so we can keep unrelated people away from here, but it seems it'll be hard to get her away now. You didn't really warn her. But okay. You were warning her? I thought you were tormenting her. Hey, did you just say something? Just an honest opinion anyway. About Sakura, what should we do? I don't think she'll go home now. I'll make it clear now. I won't allow Sakura to get involved. We'll just have to do something. So does Sakura only come in the mornings, or are you using her during the evenings too? Using her? Don't word it to be misinterpreted. She also comes in the mornings, but not so much for dinner. I see, then. It will be every day from now on. Huh? Every day what is? Tosaka sighs at my response. After that, Tosaka remains in the living room and Sakura begins to prepare breakfast in the kitchen. I feel uneasy about leaving Sakura and Tosaka together in the living room, but I'm not stupid enough to forget about Saber. It seems Sakura is angry about Tosaka being here, so things will only get worse if Saber comes out now. Because of that, I decided to explain the situation to Saber. So that's the situation. Sakura, or the person here right now is called Sakura. She's not a magus and she's just a normal girl, so we can't have her involved in the Holy Grail War if I can help it. I want to stay away from this place without learning anything. I didn't come here to consult her on how to get Sakura away from here. While Sakura is acting strangely this morning, Tosaka is the reason, but I don't want to shock her even more. While Sakura is already surprised at strangers here, I think it will get worse if you come out. So wait, I'm not insulting you, am I, Saber? Now I understand what you're saying. So I should remain here, yes? Yes, that would really help. I'll come back as soon as I see Sakura out. So let's have breakfast then. Saber nods silently. Well, thank God Saber is so understanding. Alright, I'm worried about the living room too, so I should hurry back there. Shiro? What is it, Saber? You don't need to explain such things to me, but you should calm down a bit. Your actions are a bit strange. Huh? Am I panicking? Yes, if you're returning to the living room, you should calm down beforehand. I will not. Saber advises me in her usual tone. Okay. I'm back. So, the everyday breakfast begins as if nothing has happened. Hello. Here you go, senpai. How about you, Tosaka senpai? Sakura is handing out the rice bowls just like her usual self. I don't know what happened while I was gone, but the tension between the two has disappeared. Well, at least on the surface. Okay, I'll have some. After pondering for a moment, she takes the bowl from Sakura. Sakura smiles and starts to set the minska soup and other things like the fried eggs. Tosaka watches her with a complex expression. Tosaka, I thought you won't want to eat breakfast. I'll eat whatever's prepared. That's only polite, you know. I don't know what's bothering her, but she glares at me and picks up her chopsticks. Well, I guess it's good for you. Itadakimasu. And sorry to make you prepare breakfast, Sakura. No, this is my job. So please don't worry about it, then I'll have some too. What? A wonderful position you're in. What kind of a king are you, making your junior prepare your breakfast? Well, I'll ask about that later and just eat breakfast for now. King. Yeah, with that flash, no conversation. It's not that terrible mood, and anyway, it's always like this during breakfast. Sakura and I aren't talkative, so it's natural for our meals to be quiet. So why is it that our breakfasts are always so loud? Hold on, something's clicking in my head. Senpai, was the fish seasoned too strongly? No, it's fine, but I feel like I'm forgetting something. Yeah, where's the teacher? What is it? I tried to conclude that if I can't remember, it can't be important, but I feel like there's something that'd be a terrible mistake. I feel uneasy as if I'm ignoring a disease that could kill me if untreated. Oh well, it probably isn't important. How did you forget this? Did someone use mind wiping powers on you? Or did her existence get erased? I forcibly make myself understand. And then, morning man, I stepped in. Fujini enters with loud footsteps. I see. It's not that I couldn't remember. I just wanted to postpone the problem by forgetting about it. Shiro, food. Fujini is Japanese style in her usual seat. Good morning, Fujimura-sensei. Good morning, Fujimura-sensei. The two's greetings are in strange unison. Here you go, sensei. It's not much, but please have some. Sakura gives her a bowl with her usual smile. She takes the bowl and tilts her head. She knows something is wrong, but she can't tell what it is. How could you not tell? Fujini quietly starts to eat. And after finishing one bowl of rice, she quietly whispers in my ear. Hey, Shiro, why is Tosaka-san here? That's because she's staying here now. I explained this to her, truthfully. Oh, I see. Tosaka-san sure does strange things. Yeah, she's a weirdo. She keeps a mask on at school. I see, so she's staying here, huh? She understands and takes a sip of her Minsko soup. Whoa. What do you mean staying here, Shiro? The table is thrown up. Fortunately, Sakura is on the other side and Tosaka has already moved out the way, so it seems I'm the only victim. Ah, what are you doing, Fujini? This is Minsko soup, cooked rice and food cooked in a pot. It'll be hot if you spill that on me. Hey, why are we having a food in a pot for breakfast anyway? Shut up. What are you thinking, Shiro? What kind of love comedy are you in? Letting a girl stay over? No, it's not even funny. I'm not trying to make everyone laugh. No more importantly than this. This is hot. I'll get burned. Sakura, get me a towel. Here you go. I prepared a cold towel, senpai. Thanks. Whoa, a piece of chicken. Fell in my shirt and a hot one too. The towel comes later. Listen up, Shiro. Are you saying this seriously? Of course you know I'm not one to joke like this. Anyway, I'm not letting Tosaka stay here. I listen to complaints, but I won't change my mind. I object. I don't know what you're up to, but I can't allow it. One-chan won't allow you to live with a girl your age. Fujini roars. Well, I guessed it. Fujini is my guardian and a school teacher. I don't think I can escape such a situation with merely 100 beatings from the Shine, or even from a real sword, but I guess you could say it's ill fortune that I have to push through with this. You have to. I don't have any bad intentions and we're not like that. I could just say we got into an accident and ended up letting her use my room here as a result. Shut up, I can't allow it. I won't allow her to stay here. I don't know Tosaka-san's circumstances, but make her go home at once. Damn, she won't even listen. Crap, I guess she isn't someone I can convince. Sensei, you say you would not allow me to stay here, but I've already spent a night here. And then Sasaka says those words like pouring cold water on Fujini. Huh? I said I was allowed to stay here yesterday. No, I stayed here from Saturday evening, so I stayed here for 2 nights. To be accurate, I have borrowed that room in the outer building. My luggage is already there. How about it, Sensei? Looking at things objectively, it seems that I am already staying here. Fujini's face goes pale. Shiro, what have you done? Do you know what would happen if Kimisugu found out about this? I bet he'd be happy. He'd say something about a man's resourcefulness or whatnot. Ugh, I feel the same. Kimisugu was really indulgent with girls. I see, so you inherited that, you idiot. Virginia grabs my collar and shakes me around. While the inheritance aside, it was father's belief that girls should be protected. I don't go around telling people that like father did, but I do believe he was right. But what do you mean, help? What? Do you need help? I think a man would have to be taught to recognize that cold-hearted girl was as a person. Please, I can't do anything about the situation. I have high expectations of your political skills. I say while being shaken. Okay then, I'll settle this immediately. Tosaka, who was only watching for a distance, comes to stand directly beside Fujini. Okay. Fujimura-sensei, only schools will come out of Emiya-kun even if you shake him, so please stop. Or breakfast might come out too. Well, that serious face doesn't scare me. Tosaka-san, as a teacher and as a student's guardian, I can't allow you to stay. Fujini lets go so me and confronts Tosaka-san. It must be her natural instinct. She must have thought Tosaka-san would get her if she kept concentrating on me. Why is that? There are many students that are boarding at our school. Is it not our school's policy to encourage the students' independence? What? Even if you use difficult words, you can't stay here. You can't get independence from staying in a place like this. This place is a dream house. It prepares meals for you, prepares baths for you, and is always clean without you doing anything. It'll be corrupt if you stay in a place like this. Fujini, that statement is problematic coming from a teacher. And, as if only students living far away can board at someone else's house. Tosaka's house is farther from school than here, but it's not like you can't go to school from there, right? Even Sakura-chan commutes from that area, so there's no need to stay here. But my house is undergoing a complete remodeling right now. It is an old building, so it's getting a bit unsteady. I was thinking of staying at a hotel until the remodeling is done, but when I explained the situation to Emiya-kun, as he happened to be passing by, he said I could use his house rather than waste money. That does sound like something Shishiro would say. Yes, I was surprised by the idea coming from Emiya-kun, but with whom I am not too well acquainted. But staying at a hotel is indeed costly, and most of all unstudent-like, so I thought it would be more beneficial for me to stay at Emiya-kun's house instead. Fujini groans. Since Tosaka's answers and attitude are so student-like, it seems that as a teacher supposedly Fujini cannot object. I understand your situation, but isn't there a problem? You are a girl and she was a boy, so I don't know what could happen if you two stay under this one roof. What do you mean by that, sensei? Well, Tosaka-san is pretty and Shiro is a guy, so I thought I wouldn't like if a mistake got made. There won't be any, my room is on the edge of the outer building and Emiya's room is in the room by the shed. It's more than 20 meters away. I believe there won't be any problems with the distance between us. Yeah, the outer building can be locked, so it's like a separate house, but... Right. Or are you saying you don't trust Emiya-kun? You said earlier that you're Shiro's teacher, then I believe you know his personality better than I do. If he was the type to make that sort of mistake, I would not stay here. How dare you? Shiro's a gentleman, he wouldn't make a girl cry. Then it should be fine. It's just Emiya-kun too, I knew I could stay here safely. The intensity in Fujini disappears. I guess it's decided now. There are a lot of things to follow up, but I bet Tosaka-san can get through those. So I guess Tosaka officially has citizenship in my house now. Okay, I guess that's the story we're going with. Your house is remodeling. Okay. And so breakfast ends. As expected, Fujini gives in, and after being talked down by Tosaka, in conclusion we decide to keep it secret at school and to have Fujini look after us at home. With that decided, and with more people around the house, Fujini happily goes to school. So you're coming in the evening? We finish breakfast and I go to talk to Saber before I leave. Saber, as expected, calmly says, "Please obey Rin at school. Please consider me as please consider me necessary when you're in danger. That'll allow me to feel Master's danger." Is that how that works? To consider you necessary. So if I don't consider you necessary, you won't know I'm in danger. And she goes back to her room. What if I'm just walking? Wait, can I always consider you necessary and you'll just always know? And it's time to go to school. Let's go then. I'm not used to this area, so show me the shortest way to school. Besides me is Tosaka-rin in her school uniform. Spinning is fading, but having Tosaka in her uniform makes me tense. I can't stay calm going to school with the prettiest girl in school, and on top of that... Senpai, I finished locking up the house. Sakura's with us today. As a member of the archery club, Sakura usually goes to school with Fujini, but she stayed here in the living room today. I was waiting for me to clean up after breakfast and go to school. What? You gave Sakura a spare key? Yeah, she won't do anything bad, and she's been helping me for a long time. Yeah, when I put it like that, I can't really give you a key. I can't really give you a key. You won't mind, right? I don't mind, but what is that supposed to mean? Because she would do something bad and I bet you won't have any problems without the key. I'm not crazy enough to do anything unnecessary. Oh, I see. Yes, as you say, I have no need for such a thing. Tosaka looks away. Maybe I'm just getting used to it, but I'm starting to think the gesture of Tosaka is interesting too. What's Sakura? If you're done locking up the house, let's go. Tosaka's with us today, so I want to leave early. Yes, you're right. If you say so, I will. Sakura says so in a dispirited voice and follows after us. Is your face slanted? Jeez. Sakura had looked somewhat cheerless. Looked somewhat cheerless ever since Fujini lost to Tosaka this morning. Fujini assented, but Sakura must not have. I guess I'll have to talk to her about it. That's right, I'll need to find an opportunity as quickly as possible as I can. I mean, Tosaka and Sakura can be friends. Alright. The hill road is full of students. It's past 7:30 in the morning. This is the most students go to school. This is the time most students go to school, so... Hello. It's actually for me to be met with odd stares if I'm walking with people who stand out so much. Did she forget something? You're not really wearing a school uniform, you're wearing like a coat. Is that your school uniform underneath it? Tasaka has been quiet like that for a while. What's wrong, Tasaka? You've been acting weird since around the road on the hill. Huh? I thought so. Am I weird? No, you're not weird, but that reaction is weird. Senpai, that explanation is contradictory. I don't think Sakura-sensei senpai is asking about that. And Tasaka. It seems Sakura knows what Tasaka wants to ask about. Huh? What does Tasaka want to ask about? Everyone is staring at Tasaka-sensei, so she thinks there might be something wrong with her. Isn't that right? That's right, but am I acting weird to your eyes as well? That's strange, I was tired, but I did my hair and there shouldn't be any wrinkles on my uniform. I stepped in a new place, so I do have dark circles around my eyes. What are you yelling at me for? It's not my fault if you can't sleep in an unfamiliar place. And if you get dark circles, then nothing much. Don't worry about it. How dare you? Girls care about their appearance, about their looks from the moment they're born. Jeez, I've always tried to look perfect at least on the outside, but I guess that comes to an end today. So what are you yelling at me for? I don't know why you're weird, but it's definitely not my fault. Take it out on someone else. You're mistaken, Tasaka-senpai. You're beautiful today as always. Everyone is staring at you because you're with us. You have never come to school with anyone else before. Huh? So I'm getting this treatment because of something so small? I should be careful. I thought I had this school thing mastered since I've been doing this for 10 years now, but there might still be some mysteries to it. Tasaka ponders seriously. What kind of person are you? To just, face like that. Like, you're beautiful as always. I don't get you. Of course there'll always be a commotion if you go to school with someone, or the more so if it's a male student. Right, but Tasaka-senpai isn't one to care about such matters. That's why there have never been rumors about me. And see, that's good. That means that there's always only one victim who gets deceived by her looks and gets devastated. I took secretly with Sakura while following Tasaka, who has a puzzled expression. We go through the front gate, so with the people staring at us. When we go our separate ways, once we enter the building, so I only need to endure the stairs for a bit longer. A troublesome guy even shows up in the morning. Tasaka murmurs, but before her is a familiar face coming through the students. Is it that one guy? It is that one guy. Sakura? Nissan? Sakura trembles a little. Shinji must not see us, as he goes straight to Sakura. Why didn't you come to the dojo? What are you doing? Skipping it without my consent? Shinji raises his hand. Yo, Shinji! Working hard in the morning, huh? Catch his hand and greet him. Emiya? I see. You went to Emiya's house again, Sakura. Yes, I went to help Senpai, but that's... your responsibility as a junior. You're so unrefined. You shouldn't care about a guy who hurts himself. Don't worry and just do as I say. Shinji lowers his hand. I have no reason to hold his hand if he's not gonna hit Sakura, so I let go. But what about you, Emiya? Is it so fun to trouble us? Sakura's a member of the archery club, so... could you stop forcing her to do things that'll make us skip practice? I can't object against that. Since I haven't stopped Sakura from coming to make breakfast, that does mean I'm restricting Sakura's time in the morning. That's not true. I'm helping Senpai by my choice. Aren't you being a bit unfair, Nissan? You say too far? Aren't you going a bit too far? Yeah, okay. Too far? That's you, Sakura. So what if Emiya doesn't have parents? He says he's fine alone, so you can leave him alone. Someone like Emiya would feel more comfortable that way. Nissan, that's terrible. Huh? Fine. Don't worry. Don't go to Emiya's house. From now on, you didn't come to the club when I told you to. You are going to skip. From now on, you didn't come to the club when I told you to. You were prepared for this kind of punishment, right? Sakura gasps and freezes. Shinji tries to grab Asakura forcefully. Good morning, Mato-kun. Sorry for eavesdropping, but that was a pretty interesting conversation right there. Huh? Tosaka, why are you with Sakura? It's nothing unusual. Sakura is an acquaintance of Emiya, and I'm an acquaintance of Emiya, so we all came together this morning, didn't you notice? What, an acquaintance of Emiya? Yes, I know him well enough, that we'll be coming to school and going home together from now on, so I'm thinking of making friends with Sakura-san too. With Emiya? Shinji glares at me. I must be, just imagining that I felt more than, anonymity there. Well, I haven't been, doing well with Shinji lately, but I don't remember doing anything to make him resent me that much. Ha, that's ridiculous. It's a bad joke, Tosaka. There's no way you would be with Emiya. Oh, I see. You must have misunderstood. It's true that I was friends with Emiya a while ago, but we've detached now. So there isn't much point in that approach, you know? Is that so? I'm glad to hear that. I didn't have the slightest interest in you. Wow. I pity Shinji. If that was me, it would be traumatic enough that I wouldn't recover for a while. You... And Mato-kun, about that conversation earlier, the morning practice of the archery club is open participation. I never heard that you need permission to be absent. I'm sure Fujimawa-sensei and, Ayako don't know of that such a rule either. Ah, shut up. An older brother can do whatever he likes with his sister. Don't poke your nose into our family affairs. Yes, I feel the same, so isn't it wrong for you to say such things about Emiya's household? Geez, you're rowdy so early in the morning, Mato-kun. Shinji takes a step back and glares at me and Sakura. Alright, I'll forgive you for this morning. But it won't happen again, Sakura. If something happens again, I'll make you understand your position. Saying what he wants, Shinji runs away to the school building. Yeah, he definitely ran away after losing to Sasaka. I'm sorry, Senpai. And Nissan, he was rather rude. Sakura lowers her head apologetically. She must be apologizing to Sasaka as well. I keep mixing up their names and reading your name wrong. No, it's good exercise. My mind went up a gear, so I'm finally on par now. Up to par now. I love arguments. And I should be the one apologizing. I think I did a bit too much. He has his position to think of, so I shouldn't have done that in front of everyone, you know. If Mato-kun is feeling down, cheer him up. Tell him he doesn't have to learn from experience and that he can come at me again. Ah, yes. If he doesn't learn from experience, please, talk to him again, Senpai. Sakura must be relieved as she smiles cheerfully. Shisaka's looking away bashful. You too, Senpai. Please try not to get mad about it. You're the only friend Nissan has. I know it's impossible not to get mad, but I, knew he was that kind of guy as soon as I got to know him. Well, I know we'll, get to know each other better someday, so I'll be patient with him. Yes, please give me your best regards, Senpai. Sakura bows. Yeah. If I, do, get really mad at Shinji, it'll be because he's not satisfied with such a wonderful sister. Alright. Then, Senpai, let's do our best today. Oh, okay. Sakura goes to the first year hallway. We, walk up the stairs and enter the, second year, hallway and... Whoa! Run into the student council president. Hello. Why are you with Osaka, Emiya Shiro? I see, you are full of, enmity too, for a different reason. Oh, good morning, Rido-kun. What kind of a greeting is it Huo supposed to be? Yeah, I had a bad feeling when I woke up, but I never thought, things would go in such a unprosperous direction. Come here, Emiya. You'll be poisoned if you stay so close to Sasaka. Issei forcefully pulls on my hand. After looking silently at us, Sasaka heads to Class 2A, as if nothing had happened. Heh, go ahead, no one's gonna stop you. Sasaka's silently passes by us, and then... Shiro, roofed off during lunch? She mutters that so Issei would not be able to hear it. you can tell me about like the magic circle? It's lunchtime. Since the event of this morning, EC has avoided me, treating me like a traitor. I guess I just joked around a bit too much. I contemplated my actions for a moment. He asked me why I was with Tosaka this morning. We got close during the holidays. Answering like that was bad. I think the problem is how we became close, but I couldn't explain that. And EC walked away dizzily. Well, I guess it's fine. I'll have to do a lot of things alone for a while. It's good to have less people involved. Well, what should I do right now is go meet Tosaka as arranged, explain things to Sakura. I could explain things to Sakura. What should I explain to Sakura? How I'm living with Tosaka? She seems to be more so fine with Tosaka at the moment. Or I can go look at the magic circle. Well, I look at the magic circle because I want to learn more about mages. I will learn more about mages. I'll go into Tosaka. Okay. Let's save over here. Relationships. Ah! Is this gonna fill up? Maybe. Is it gonna completely take over, or is it just doing a fill up thing? I have that promise with Tosaka. It was an unrelated statement, but she must have something to talk about if she called for me. Wait a second. Can I go into the negative? Because there's this space for this, right? Why does Saber have a chance to just absolutely despise me? How come you don't have a chance to hate me that much? I guess you don't like me the most, maybe? I don't know. Why don't you go to the rooftop? It's usually packed with students, but not in this cold weather where... Even though the winter in Free Yuki City is warm, the coldness of the winter is unbearable. The only ones at the rooftop are me and... You're late. What are you so slow for? Tosaka's shivering under cover. Undercover. I do feel bad for being late. Because of that I brought you something. But you might not need to act like that, huh? I take the copy I brought at the stand and put it in my pocket. You have a naive face, but you're pretty thoughtful. It's just a whim. Come on over here. It's windy out here, and people might see us. I passed Tosaka and hand her the coffee. Here, nobody should find us right away, and we won't be seen from the windows on the rooftop on the 4th floor. We're on the rooftop. Thanks. Get me some tea next time. I like milk tea. The value of gratitude goes down if it's anything else, so be careful. Can you back away from me? Alright, if I explain next time, so... Why did you get me up here? Seeing how you chose a desolate place, I'm assuming it's about that sort of thing. Of course. What else do we have to talk about? Yeah, you're right, so what's it about? What? You're pretty cool about it. Oh well, it's cold, so I want to get this over with quickly. Don't you feel the same? Of course. I plan to finish this business quickly too. Yeah, I thought so. So she doesn't want to have to yell about it. Oh well. Then I'll ask you directly, what are you gonna do after school? I thought we were gonna talk about the magic circle. After school I don't have any plans. I'll help the student council if they need it, otherwise I'll just go to work. What's with her that utterly amazing expression? Tell me if you want to say something, I'll try to correct things. Geez, I don't care about what happened to you, but I guess I'll give you one warning. We're cooperating right now, and you're too experienced as a magus. Are you gonna teach me magic? That again? I've heard that I'm an inexperienced magus too, many times I know, so don't tease me about it. I'm not teasing you, I'm just saying you're inexperienced, because you don't seem to have noticed the boundary field around the school. Boundary field around the school? Hold on, a boundary field at the school, could that be... It is a boundary field set up by another master. It's arranged so widely that it will pretty much encircle the whole school. This boundary field is the type that steals blood and meat from the humans inside. It's in the preparation phase, but haven't you noticed everyone's kind of listless? Come to think of it, I felt a bit strange on Saturday. But was that it? Then that must mean, so there's a master at the school? Right. There's suddenly an enemy lurking here. Do you understand? Emiya, if you're not prepared, you'll die. My relaxed feelings go tense. So, do you know who this master is, Tosaka? Now, I've got some idea, but I don't have any proof yet. Well, I knew there was another magus in the school, but a magus doesn't necessarily equal a master. There are cases when an amateur like you becomes a master, so I can't be so sure. Hey, I'm not an amateur, I'm a proper magus. Hey, hold on, Sasaka, there's another magus at our school? So you weren't talking about me when you were talking about that, okay. That's right, but I can't see any signs that magus is a master. I want to check first, but they did not have a command spell, nor the presence of a servant. They might just be hiding it really well, but I'm pretty sure this person is not a master. It can appear in other places now, not just your arm, right? So I think the master at the school is someone with an incomplete knowledge of magic like you. Recently I felt a little magical energy other than ours in this place. That's a sign of the energy's master's presence, but it's too small an amount to detect the source, huh? A master that's not a major, so if you say so, you must be pretty confident about it. I believe you, but really, are there any other major at our school? Is there Sakura? So many, just this person and I. A major values their language, right? If two languages live in such a small area, they're bound to become intimate. Is that so? But I never knew about your family. Your household is special. I think your father was a lone wolf who alienated himself from the association. He must have happened to like the city and decided to live in it, but this city is under our supervision. If we found out, we would take what we could. So I guess he was hiding because he didn't want that. What do you mean take what you could? Are you curious? I'll come and collect it when you're mature, so look forward to it. Geez, you've really were wearing a mask. Oh, okay. Jeez, how are you an honor student, you imposter? Oh, is that so wrong? It's the responsibility for majors to decorate the outward appearance, is it not? You see, I'm a successor of the Tosaka family, so I have to be a perfect honor student or I won't be able to see my father in heaven. Her father, Tosaka, you mean? Maguses believe in heaven? Interesting. Yes, he died when I was young. Well, he lived a long time, so I'm not sad or anything. Tosaka smiles as if saying that's how a child with a mage's father should be, but that's a lie. When you die, you're sad. Or the more so if that person is a relative. It's not something you can gloss over by saying he was a magus so it can't be helped. Well, yeah, you're completely right, so I can't argue. Saying that, Sasaka opens the can she's been using as a heat source. She takes a small sip of the coffee. From what I know of her, I thought she would gulp it down, but she's really feminine when it comes to things like this. Comes to drinking coffee. So let's get back to the topic. Anyway, there are two Meiji in Fuyuki. Other masters must have come from elsewhere, or being a weirdo that got selected because they know about magic, like me. I see, according to Sasaka, I'm a weird too. I understand, but if it's a master who barely knows magic, wouldn't it be impossible for him to create such a boundary field? I created a boundary field, didn't I? Maybe the master didn't create it, but the servant did. Servants can't choose their master. If a servant ends up with a master like you, they'll only be able to win if they do a lot of planning. Yeah, as annoying as it is, I can't argue with that. Good, you're honest. So getting back to the boundary field, this boundary field is really advanced. It's almost at the level of sorcery. If a mage can create such a boundary field, it should be impossible for them to hide their magical energy. So I believe this must be the actions of a servant. The actions of a servant, huh? Then is the master not that dangerous? Of course not. Magus or not, he doesn't know the rules. He's the type that will come and kill any master he finds right away. Huh? No, the rules. You mean the rules of the Holy Grail War? No, the rules of humanity. The moment they make their servants create a boundary field like this, they've lost track of who they are. Look, Shiro, once this boundary field is finished and activated, it will melt every human in it and absorb them. It's like we're in the stomach of something alive. Well, it shouldn't have any effect on people like us who protect themselves with magic energy, but those without magic energy will weaken and die without knowing why. It's not just a matter of dragging ordinary people into this mess. Once this boundary field is activated, everyone in the school will die. Do you understand? A master at the school is absurd enough to prepare something like this. My vision blurs for a bit. Trying to comprehend what Tosaka is saying, I take a deep breath. That's it. Even though my understanding is incomplete, I imagine the worst the worst possibility to engrave that image inside me. Except in the situation I am in. I get it. So Tosaka, can you destroy this boundary field? Oh, I think I'd be more agitated, to be honest. With you trying to be a hero and all, but okay. I tried, but it was useless. I found all the sources of the boundary field, but I can't destroy it. All I can do is all I can do is to weaken the source temporarily and delay the activation. So the boundary field won't be activated as long as you're here? That would be nice, but that's only optimistic. The boundary field is already set up and the magic energy for activation is gathering bit by bit. According to Archer, it should be ready in about 8 days. 8 days, that's a long time. When that happens, this school will fall into hell as soon as the master or the servant puts their mind into it. Then before that happens, can't we destroy it? We have to defeat the master lurking at the school. I see. But finding the master will be difficult. The guy pretty much won as soon as he set up the boundary field. The boundary field would activate even if he doesn't do anything, so he won't appear until then. So if there is a chance, it'll only be when he emerges. Exactly, so you should stay quiet for now. You will have to fight when the time comes. So it's stupid for you to go out searching and have the enemy find you before that. Alright. The first bell echoes throughout through the cold rooftop. Lunch break is over. That's it, I have to go somewhere, so go home by yourself. Try not to go anywhere on your way home. Okay. Zaka leaves saying, see ya. There's no way I'm feeling good. There's no way I can have a calm mind after finding out about the Torko Masters only attacking other Masters was pointless. A boundary field at school. Is he planning to drag some people into this? That's not the work of a Master at all, but a mass murderer. A Master murderer. I have to find him before the boundary field is activated and find him and defeat him completely. Rejoice, Miyashiro, your wish. I shake my head and deny the words I remember. I can't wish for something like that. A wish for a villain to defeat, that's not my wish. That's what the priest said, right? The end of school, her homeroom ends, and students start to disappear from the classroom. I would normally go to the student council room, but since Tosaka's told me to go straight home, I should do so. Okay. Yeah, this is a new song, right? The gate is still locked. Oh yeah, it's been a while since I've come home this early. I usually help someone out or go to work, so it's rare for me to go straight home. Usually the gate would be open, so Sakura would be preparing dinner inside when I get home. Maybe I've gotten so accustomed to it after a year that I've forgotten how important it was. I realize how grateful I am for Sakura, just by the simple act of opening a locked gate. I'm home. I call out and step into the hallway. As I enter the living room, the blonde-haired girl appears. Hello. You're back, Master. The girl looks straight at me. For a moment, all sense of reality crumbles on me. Shiro, did you not just return home? Perhaps the surprise transfers to the girl as she says this with a bit of surprise. She calls my name in a quiet voice. That finally returns me my sense of reality. I would say we're right. Sorry it was so sudden. I was surprised. Just for an instant I mistook her for a normal girl. Is she not a normal girl? I was on standby here as Master ordered, but I was wrong. I don't really know what spirit is. Is it a normal human imbued with magical energy that's overwhelming due to their past achievements? I don't know. It's like a spirit, but is it basically human? Or are they... I think they said they're pure magic energy or something, right? I don't know. I was on standby here as Master ordered, but was I wrong? I think they're still normal, right? No, I was misunderstanding, so don't worry about it. Anyway, how you feeling? You said you'd be sleeping frequently, so, is it a magical girl, then? There's no problem with staying awake. No, it's better to sleep except at times of battle, but that cause my senses to dull. I should move around periodically or my body will be sore when I need it the most. I see you're right. Now that you mention it, humans get headaches from sleeping too much, and it's not like you're sleeping because you're sleepy. Yeah, there is no fatigue to require sleep. But Shiro, do you get headache when you sleep too much? Of course, usually you'll get sick if you sleep half a day. In my case, I'll wake up with a headache, so I won't be able to sleep for half a day. That is strange, a strange story. It does not happen to me. I can sleep as much as I want, now and in the past. I think that's wrong for a living thing, Saber. It's a way to sleep all day. It's more fun to wake up and play when you're not sleepy. You are right. Less time is wasted that way. Right? You're like that now because of me, but go back to your normal cycle when your bond with me ends. It's not for me to say, but if this becomes a habit and you sleep all day, people might think of you as lazy. It may be too late. People might have thought so of me already. She creases her brow and ponders. It was just light-hearted, but it seems like Saber doesn't get normal jokes. Is it a joke? We move into the living room. It seems Saber wants to know what happened today, so I decided to tell her about the boundary field at school that Sasaka told me about. I see, that master must be planning to use the people to gather at the school as a sacrifice. Frankly, yes, Sasaka said it should take more time though. I feel the same way. It will take a lot of time to construct such a large-scale boundary field. The school is a building that can be easily locked up, so it must be an altar chosen as a temple. To completely activate a boundary field of that scale, at least 10 days are needed. 10 days? I felt something strange 2 days ago on Saturday, so that means we still have about 8 more days. That's the same as Sasaka's estimate. Yes, it does not matter if the boundary field is to gather sacrifices or to solidify the defense, as it will be a problem if we allow it to be completed. I hope we'll be able to find the master that created the boundary field before that. I don't understand why we can't just destroy it. Or why can't I just try to strengthen it, because it seems like I'm really good at destroying things when I strengthen them. Yeah, Tasaka said it would be difficult, or I could purposely fail to strengthen it, which would basically guarantee it to break. But he should be easy to identify since the master will be lurking at the school. Let's find him somehow and stop the boundary field. The instance they think of setting up a boundary field at the school, they must be someone associated with the school, a student or a teacher. I'll try to search the school as thoroughly as possible during lunch both tomorrow on and try to find anyone suspicious. Is it Fujini? Maybe. And yeah, the problem of which servant that master had. Now that'll only be clear when I actually encounter it. Then I should think about a servant I've already encountered. Saber's awake right now, so this would be a good time to ask. Is this that other teacher that I've seen? That's not Fujini. Alright then. About Lancer, about Archer, about Berserk. Huh? I'm asking Saber? Berserkers are more of the issue, right? About that giant. That giant. I should ask about the son Berserk who overwhelmed Saber. According to Saber and Tasaka, he should be the strongest in battle. Saber, what would happen if you fought Berserker again? Will you be unable to win as long as I'm your master? The greatest burden for Saber, ask about the weakness that prevents her from using her powers at their full potential. Just because she made a contract with an immature master like me. That's incorrect, Jiro. Even if you were mature, it would make no difference to the fact that Berserk is a powerful opponent. You do not need to condemn your own experience for this fact. Huh? That might be true, but it's a burden on you, right? So if you were the original Saber... No, even if I was at my full potential, it would be difficult to defeat Berserker. No, it may be impossible for any servant to beat that giant. Shiro, do you remember the battle that night? Berserker repelled Rin's magic as if it was nothing. He does not have a magic resistance like I do. He just nullifies the magic with his own physical strength. I saw that, but is it something to be that surprised about? This means Berserker's body is tough, right? No, Berserker did not endure Rin's magic, but he repelled it. The difference is substantial. If one endures an attack, the armor will break if that spot is attacked repeatedly, but it is different if it was repelled. Rin's magic did not even reach Berserk to begin with. Didn't reach him? You mean he nullifies magic like you do? Yes, but like I said earlier, Berserk does not have the skill of magic resistance. If that's the case, I can only assume that his normal Phantasma repelled the magic. This is only speculation, but Berserk's normal Phantasma may be armor. It is not a simple armor, and it could be close to the theoretical magical concept called a conceptual weapon. Perhaps Berserker has an ability that nullifies all attacks that are below a certain level. That must be why my sword and Rin's magic were useless against him. If Berserker's true identity is the great hero agrees, his abilities are mostly A rank A. If we were to injure him, I believe we would have to attack him. We would have to use an attack value that is at least of the same rank. So if you pull Berserk and everyone else pulls like lower cards, do you automatically win? Attack value of the same rank, so in other words, I guess I could have like a Nova Phantasma that like outdoes it. Yes, it is difficult to say, but I believe that any attack that is below A rank will be nullified, whether normal or Nova Phantasma. Hang on, give me a second. What did you do? Let's go Nova Phantasma here. Okay, you're C. That's B. You have B as well. But yeah, no one has A. If we want to defeat that giant, we would need a normal attack power of at least A rank, and no Phantasma that exceeds even that. I close my eyes and recall Saber's abilities. Saber's strength. A normal attacker is B rank, and a normal Phantasma is C rank. God. That's what Saber, if what Saber says is right, not only is it physically impossible to beat him, Berserker, not only is it impossible to beat Berserker, but we don't even have a way to hurt him. Oh, hold on. Aren't strength and Nova Phantasma measured differently? No matter how low the rank is, Nova Phantasma is a powerful weapon, right? So if you measure it in terms of strength, shouldn't it be at least A rank? Yes. Nova Phantasmas are comparable to a normal attack. A Nova Phantasma of C rank, when converted into a normal attack, would be at least A or A+. But the refusal that protects Berserk goes beyond the rules of reality. That thing is a concept that nullifies even Nova Phantasma that destroys the world if it's below an A ranking. Berserker, Hercules, is a heroic spirit with a divinity. One can only affect a heroic spirit who has received the blood of gods with a divinity mystery of the same level. Then the next time we're attacked will be our last. No, whatever kind of heroic spirit he is, a weakness must exist. At the very least, Berserker does not have an attack method on the anti-castle level, so we can avoid getting all of us killed in one blow, even if we are attacked. When my wounds healed, a matched one-on-one fight is possible. You could escape during that time, or I might be able to find a chance of victory if I have some form of backup. So we need to stay away from them for now, huh? So somehow we have to find Berserker's weakness by then. So Saber, what do you mean by an attack method of an anti-castle level? Huh. So, can I make you a good weapon? Like an S rank, maybe? I need to work on my strengthening. And blades. I know how to make blades though. I am talking about the attack level of the Nova Phantasma. Anti-personnel Nova Phantasma exhibit their true power in one-on-one combat. Army Nova Phantasma exhibit their power in group combat, and the anti-castle Nova Phantasma decides everything in a single blow. The Nova Phantasma largely falls into those two categories. I see. As an aim to dress anti-castle and anti-army, if we were attacked with such a missile-like assault, Berserker and I would be blown away in a single strike. Fortunately, Berserker doesn't have an attack method that attacks with such a wide range. But the Master compensates that weakness. Iliaville, with a great massive magical energy, if she is an excellent magus and concentrates on protecting Berserker, I will not be able to protect you. I see. Berserker is not the only concern. Master and Servant are one. I am Saber's burden in that regard as well. Then, about one of the others. Hold on, Shiro. Someone has entered the gate of this place. You can sense such a thing? What's it this time already? Crap, Sakura's probably back. I'll quickly stand up. I hear the sound of the doorbell from the entrance. Excuse me. I can hear Sakura's voice. Saber, I'm sorry, but I know I'll return to the room, so please do not be concerned about me. Saber leaves her for her room, and in her place. Hello, Tasaka. I'm home. Well done. You came home early like I asked you to. Tasaka's holding a grocery bag and... Excuse me, senpai. It's rare for you to come home this early. Sakura comes in smiling happily. Alright, preparations are perfect, then let's begin. Tasaka shouts and goes into the kitchen. Sakura looks at her worriedly. Senpai, well, about dinner preparations. Oh, it's Sakura's turn today, so you don't have to worry about it. You made breakfast today, so, leave the dinner to us. We'll make dinner as long as Tosaka's here. Oh, it's Tosaka's turn, actually. Oh, yes, if you say so, I'll do that. Sakura sits on the cushion obediently. There's a flashy, fiery sound coming from the kitchen, but there's nothing dangerous looking at Tosaka's appearance from behind. I guess it's okay to trust her. There's no point in staying here. There's Saber to think about, so I should go head back to my room until dinner's prepared. I'm going to get some rest in my room. If Virginie comes, tell her to prepare the bath for herself once in a while. Yes. Please take your time, Senpai. I'll come and get you when dinner's ready. Yeah, oh, don't forget to knock when you come into my room. You can hear Saber talking to me. It's a little before 6 o'clock. From the way things are going, it looks like dinner will be around 7 o'clock. When I get back to the room, Saber is asleep in the room next to mine. Man, I thought I could talk to her. I click my tongue and sit on the cushion. Hey, what am I saying? I don't even know what I would talk to her about, other than the Holy Grail War stuff. Anyway, did I have trouble talking to Saber? Oh well, if she's asleep, it's fine. Why am I saying this out loud? I sit there and just stare at the clock. She's literally in the other room, but she can hear you. I'm sure this is very, then. Yesterday's dinner was just Saber and Tosaka. But today it'll be 5 people, including Sakura and Fujini. Oh no, Saber can't come. As long as Sakura and Fujini are there, I can't let Saber out of this room. I wonder what if Saber ate breakfast. Saber's nodding while eating dinner last night. Judging from that, I guess it's not like she doesn't need food. I didn't prepare lunch for her. Of course she'll be hungry. Once Sakura and Fujini go home, I'll have to warm up to dinner and serve it to her. She'll need to eat alone, but that can't be helped. I imagine Saber eating by herself is really annoying me. Shira, are you awake? Tosaka knocks on the door and looks inside. Tosaka, what's up? Dinner time, it's ready, so come along. That time already, huh? I thought Sakura was gonna come. I get up and leave, glancing at the room where Saber is sleeping. Okay. There you are. Hey, look at this stuff. Finally, with Tosaka here, we have someone who can cook Chinese food. Fujini's looking excitingly at all the food prepared on the table. Now that you mention it, the food is certainly Chinese. On the 4 big plates are crabs with eggs, shredded beef with pepper, some stir fry of an elephant-looking meat I've never seen before with vegetables, and a plate full of steamed meat dumplings. There are salads on the side platter, and various follow-ups are already ready. Put simply, it's kind of a gorgeous dinner Fujini loves. I'm surprised, expecting you to make Western-style dishes. Oh, she was thinking of a Western-style dish, but when I told that no one here at her house cooks Chinese, she said she would. Why does she have to live her life poking at holes? Hey Sakura, you come home with Tosaka, so did you actually go shopping with her? Yes, Tosaka senpai was waiting for me when the archery club finished, so we went grocery shopping on our way back. I see, wow, you two are really closer than I thought. Yes, we've talked often at school. I don't know why she likes me, but she has been nicer to me ever since I entered the school. Wow, she really is a nice senpai at school. Ever since? So you've known each other before? Let's quit talking and eat. I'm hungry already. Fujini sits down happily. Let's see, she says. Why don't you two sit down too? Chinese food goes really bad when it gets cold. Saying this, Cody Sasaka sits down as well. I sit down silently. Everyone bows and eats the food. Annoyingly, it's good. I've never cooked Chinese before. I thought it all tasted the same, but this is so good it makes me realize it was just my prejudice. Wow, this is great. It's been a while since I've had food that makes rice taste this good. Yeah, I'll give you the top scores on this one. Thank you. I'm pleased to receive an honest response like that. Yes, I have a better opinion of Chinese food now. I'm not good with hot food, but this is really good. Sakura is happily enjoying the food too. After watching this with a smile... Tosaka-rin looks at me with an expression of triumph. Well, what? You look like you want to say something. Nothing. I'm just glad everyone's enjoying the food. Well, one isn't being honest, but that's fine in its own way, so I'll call it good. I understand what it feels like to lose at something you're good at. Yeah, I see. Then you made me cook last night to gauge my potential. Phew, 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 phew. Yes, today's lesson is always hide your potential. She says this happily and starts eating her own food. Yes, is this about the Holy Grail War? Dinner is more lively than I was expecting. Tsuku and Tosaka are a good senpai and junior, and Fujini is completely friends with Tosaka now. Well, I have no complaints about a fun meal. No complaints, but I still feel there's something wrong with all of us eating right now. Because Saber's not eating, I stand up. Huh? What's Shiro, going to the bathroom? No, I forgot something. I'll bring her here, so wait. When I leave the living room, Tosaka is staring at me silently. You're just gonna bring Saber? I just couldn't take it. That's the only reason. I didn't like it when she was in the same house but alone. So before we consider the consequences, I grab her hand. Shiro, what are you doing all of a sudden? Just come with me, I'll introduce you to everyone. Are you insane? Hold on, I'm taking you because I am sane. Here, let's go. Whatever happens later, we can be dealt with. Hey, Shiro! I grab Saber's hand and take her to the living room. Sorry, Tosaka, can I add one more? Tosaka doesn't object, but Fujini and Sakura look at Saber with astonishment. It's a bit late, but let me introduce her. Her name is Saber, and we're going to be taking care of her for a while as well. As you can see, she's a foreigner and not used to Japan, living in Japan, so please help her with that. There's no reaction from the two. That's only natural, but I don't have enough uh composure to care about them right now. Here, sit Saber, it's better to eat with everyone. That is certainly more efficient, but don't be concerned. After all, you're going to be living with us from now on. Since we're living in the same house, it's natural to eat together. Yeah, if Shiro says so, I'll obey. You can't You can't do that! Ah. I thought it was gonna change, but it didn't. My ears are ringing. What's wrong with you, Shiro? You bring in not only Tosaka, but a girl like this too? Since when did this place turn into a hotel? Well, it'll be fine, it's as big as a hotel, so we can lend a room or two. If Tosaka is staying is fine, Saber should be fine too. No way, I approve of Tosaka-san, but I don't know about that stranger. Who is she anyways? She is a distant relative of mine. She had some problems, she came here counting on father. I can't believe such a ridiculous story. Even if it were the case, why did she come to your house? There's no way Kirisuko-san would have an acquaintance in another country. You can't really say that, because father was a simpleton who went to foreign countries all the time. He would have acquaintances overseas. Um, wait, what? I didn't read that. He would have more acquaintances overseas than in Japan. Well, I can't say that, but it's strange. Why did you come here? Virginie glares at Saber. Well, that's... You be quiet, Shiro. Saber-san, I'm asking you. Saber's silent. It's only natural Saber does not have reason to go along with my lies, nor a dexterous mind enough, so I do not know. I was only doing as Kirisuko's ass said. Well, I guess she does. Huh? Kirisuko entrusted Shiro to you? Yes, he told me to defend Shiro from all enemies. Quietly, Saber says this with great purity. Who could object to that? Even if it's alive, it's the ultimate truth for Saber herself. Even Fujini can't object to those words, but... She stands up with a fan glaring at Saber. Alright, if you say so, I'll trust your skills. Fujini responds strangely. Are you going to the dojo? So, with the sound of wind, Fujini takes us outside. She takes the Shanae from the wall and glares at Saber. Well, but what is our Fujini thinking about? You said you protect Shiro, right? Then you must be confident in your skills. Are you telling me to take a sword? Yes, I approve of you. You're stronger than me, but if you're weaker, I'm sending you back home. I do not mind, but what is the purpose of this? I'm the one who's gonna protect Shiro. I'm gonna be by his side until he grows up. It seems Saber doesn't understand what Fujini is trying to say. Of course, no one else around here does either. Clap, clap, clap. So I don't need anyone weaker than me. If you're stronger than me, you'll be more dependable, right? If that's the case, I can trust Shiro to you, just for a bit. Fujini plays with her Shinani as if she's sulking. I understand, so I must earn your approval? Right, but it's not gonna be easy. You're gonna be like, God, what's that noise? Just as she says this, Fujini reaches at Saber and attacks her with her Shine. Oh, that. Man, Fujini's being ridiculous. Not only was that a surprise attack, but she didn't give her Saber a Shine. Are you really a teacher, Tiger? Saber must be surprised by Fujini's surprise attack. She just stands there distractedly. Fujini, Fujini's clever attack to the body strikes. Huh? Fujini tilts her head curiously. That's only natural. It's strange even for those who are watching, so it must be seen as strange as the hanging gardens of Balon for Fujini. Saber's still standing. The difference is she is now holding the Shine Fujini was wielding until now. Is this real? I don't know what's real, but it's certainly true. Saber does not even take a stance. Fujini doesn't move standing before Saber. Fujini is a kendo expert said to be on a match. That experience must have made her realize that this person in front of her is on a completely different level. If you want me to take a stance, I will, but you should be skilled enough to understand already. How? Fujini backs away unsteadily and drops to her knees. The contest is over. Do you approve of me? Geek. Fujini hangs her head and stumps her shoulders. The very moment I think she'll calm down. Some stranger took Shiro away. She starts to cry loudly that those around her get dizzy. In the end, it took 2 hours to persuade Fujini. Fujini said, I want to talk a bit, and went into father's room for 2 hours. When she came out, she nodded and said, I guess I have to approve of her with an unhappy face. On the other hand, Sakura is silent. It was getting late, so Fujini ended up walking Sakura home, but Sakura said nothing and merely bowed and went home. Who did you talk to? Her father's not there. I think your father disappeared, right? Then I'll go back to the outing building. The art building. Oh, come to think of it, Sasako is like this too. Sorry, I bet you think I did something stupid. No, but what you're doing is actually weight on your mind. If you keep doing such things, you'll end up being unable to move. Saying goodnight with a wave, Sasako leaves. I'm tired, I'll rest early too. Hold on, Shiro, I have something to ask you as well. What is it? Why did you introduce me to everyone? I believe your actions were unnecessary as Rin said. No reason, I just introduced you because I didn't like it. Shiro, this is not an answer. This is not an answer. You have to tell me what you didn't like. Saber draws closer. What's happening tonight? That's Saber. What's happening tonight? What has happened tonight was that Saber for strange. Was what happened tonight that strange was Saber? Why did I read that so poorly? Okay. I don't know, I was just eating and I didn't like it when I thought about you being alone. If anything, I just thought there'd be a few secrets if I let Sakura and Fujini know about you. This is meaningless. Rather, it is a disadvantageous to let them know of my existence. I can hide myself in this house, so it would have been better if I was just standing by. What's better? Sheep better being an outcast while we're all eating? That's not true. It couldn't be helped because even if it was good for you, Saber, it wasn't good for me. I don't think it's based on reason. Did your thing go up? It did go up. I'm so good at talking. Saying so, I averted my gaze from Saber. I'm going out to the shed, so I'll go back to the room first. There's no response. To turn my back on Saber, who doesn't seem to argue, I head back to the shed. I go outside. The quiet yard is lit by the pale moonlight. The winter sky is high and the stars are clear. I sigh without realizing. Sucker's right. I'm suddenly contradicting myself. Star. That's the me that's trying to get to the shed, avoiding the room Saber was sleeping in. On the other hand, the me that doesn't want to leave Saber alone. Even though I find it hard to deal with Saber as a member of the opposite sex, I can't leave her alone as a human. It's only natural for Sasaka to be disgusted with me. Geez, I thought I was only inexperienced at magic, but my mental training is bad as well. I murmur looking up at the sky absent-mindedly. The night wears on. Since I'm inexperienced, I can't skip my training. I can only find myself believing that I can reach something if I continue my efforts. Oh, the day flipped. Okay. 6. Blade. Ah. Alright, that should be it then. So, yeah. Bye-bye.